We're going to talk a bit about technical when it comes to data science. And in this episode of Data Crunch, we have Dr. Lau. It's us again here. And we have Edmund.
Hi.
All right. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now, Edmund, when it comes to data science, all right, what are your favorite libraries in data science?
My favorite libraries. I would say Seaborn. I like data visualization, a lot of graph, different kind of graph. And then another one should be D3JS. That
Okay.
one is like there's plenty of charts, map visualizations.
Okay.
Pie chart, bar chart, a lot of data visualization tools over there.
Pie chart.
Pie chart. Hey,
Pie chart.
hey. Our audience know that I don't like pie chart.
I mean, as for example, but I hardly use pie chart.
Why shouldn't we use pie chart?
Sometimes it doesn't make sense and it doesn't tell us much information.
Yeah,
about
except by telling you which one has the biggest
The
portion.
biggest pie.
Biggest pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now when it comes to data science, right, people always talk about, you have Python and what's the other language?
R?
Yeah, R. Okay. So why didn't you learn R?
So to be honest, I learned R, and then halfway I stopped over there.
You
And then
stopped pursuing
I stopped
R.
pursuing R in the end. I
Okay.
go into Python. Reason because I find that first thing, R is very powerful.
Yes.
In terms of calculations,
Right.
and then data cleaning, those sort of stuff. But in terms of implementation, I find that Python is more useful.
Okay.
And then to implement become a solutions for the business itself. R for me is more into understanding the data, and then more into exploratory.
But
analysis.
for the benefit of the audience is that we know that you are coming from a full stack development background.
Yes.
Yeah. How does that really help you because you keep saying that Python is good for production, Python is good for delivering a product, and you
Yes.
have experience in delivering a real product, whether it's a mobile apps or it's a full stack application for Watch Over Me, and then we'll go a bit into Watch Over Me about what sort of real work we have done over there as well,
Okay.
and the machine learning and text analysis. But from that perspective, what is really R is lacking?
What is really more into implementation into the business side?
Especially the web server,
Yes, the web
and the
server.
production.
Yes.
Okay.
More into what we call like APIs, building these sort of frameworks to like
Yep.
pass data around, and then how that communicates with different kind of platforms.
Okay. Now, as a full stack developer, name me one thing that you think that really helps you in your data science or data scientist career.
Do you mean like frameworks or libraries?
Anything, just one thing that, okay, for example, right, I'm also a full stack developer, but I think what I know about the architecture, the microservice architecture is very useful because a lot of data scientists out there, they don't really know how to architect a full stack product. And hence, they always ask us the same question. It's like, hey, Dr. Lau, how do we take our results in Python or R and then put it into a website, for example? We all know that the so-called last mile is to deliver the visualization.
For me, I would prefer Django. Django as the Python framework because it does handle a lot of I say like the sort of free stuff and then free features in Django that are already provided, and then the framework is very well built with a very good documentations.
I think the good things about Django is this episode is more on the technical side, right? The good parts about Django is it comes with a very, very structured and very defined way, so that you just have to follow the
Yes.
way they structure the project.
Yeah, it's more likely you just focus on the business logic.
Yeah.
Then and then it kind of like force you to follow their way.
Yeah.
But it will be a very good practice because it's very well documented
Yes.
by people, and then a lot of people using
community
the
is very
community is
strong.
usually very, very strong.
And then compared to something like Flask or other micro web server, that
Yes.
gives you too much freedom.
Yes, and then you will end up with very messy codes.
Yeah.
It's very hard for you to first is to hand over,
Yep.
or second thing is to do the maintenance.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we have been talking about Watch Over Me for quite a while. Yeah. Ruben, how much have you know about Watch Over Me? Or by
not
listening
really
to the name, what does it tell you?
It sounds like a safety app,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
For security,
Tick.
for safety, for to be secure,
Mm-hmm.
right? But maybe you can tell us a little bit more about Watch Over Me, what it does. Yeah.
Okay. Watch Omi was founded by James. He's the founder of the company. Reason why he founded the company is he lost contact with his sister. I mean, I'm not sure when really, but he didn't manage to contact his sister for like close to 1 week.
Wow.
Then
That
only
long, yeah?
then only he managed to contact her back. I think after 1 week after she's woke up from hospital, I think. Yeah. And then he came up with this app called Secure Me.
Okay. Okay.
It suddenly become what we know now is Watch Over Me.
Okay.
As a safety mobile personal safety mobile applications
Okay.
where you can create events. Then if you start tracking your coordinates, so whenever if you didn't manage to like
Lost contact with the person, right?
Lost contact with the person,
Yeah.
and then if you didn't close the event or you shake the phone very vigorously, then
Okay.
if you just create an emergency event, then it will
Okay.
blast out message SMS to the emergency contact that you had saved inside the mobile apps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's in. I mean, which countries in the world is Watch Over Me used
It's
at?
international. It's
Okay.
international, but based on the data that we have, it's more likely that Western countries adopt this app well than Asian country.
And to use it, subscribers would pay a subscription fee.
It's free to use.
Okay.
It's free to use,
Free to use.
totally free to use. But there are some paid features for the apps itself.
Example of some paid features.
The paid features itself is the SMS feature,
Ah,
where you send out all the
auto
SMS,
SMSs and
auto
all that.
SMS send out
Okay,
to
okay.
the emergency contacts.
I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Okay, so Emma, maybe share with our audience a little bit, about the things that we have done in Watch Over Me last time.
So basically, first we know that Watch On Me is doing personal mobile applications, and then we kind of like take in like crime data because we found that one of the cities that open source their crime data, and then
Which city was that?
Chicago.
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 Okay.
They have a very very well documented crime data, and they update every 2 weeks.
When you say crime data, what kind of data is it? Like how what kind of crime happens or what time it is? Like
The occurrence.
The
or
occurrence,
time.
like different kind of crime types, like
Alright.
theft, narcotics, battery,
Alright.
and then whether they're arrested or whether there's any
so when you
domestics as
analyze
well.
those kind of data, what is the result or what's the conclusion of doing that?
The approach is we want to generate a safety report,
Okay.
and then to tell the end users that that something's happened around you.
Okay.
So you might want to be careful, or you might want to avoid these dodgy areas when this is your first time to visit.
would
that
you call
place.
that predictive analysis?
For the first phase, we won't say it's predictive. It's more into acknowledge the user
Right.
to say that hey, there's something happens around you. Might want to avoid this
Okay.
place because, like for example, like if I were to visit a new place which I didn't been before, then this kind of app will
Bust me and say, hey, be careful of this place.
Yeah.
Based on our data and research, there's something
happens over
occurred
here.
here before, so you want to take it.
So
Look
it's more
around.
like a
Over-
classification in data science sense, right?
Yeah. And then what I did with Dr. Lau is we did exploratory analysis and then some crime type correlations. So
Okay.
what kind of crime that will causes another crime to spike out. And then we did like anomaly detections.
Yep.
And then the last one should be NLP classifications,
Yeah.
where we crunch all the live news and then we do the classifications to insert to our database to get a very live data, the newest data.
So sentiment analysis, right?
Yes.
Natural language processing.
Okay.
All right, so I hope that was a good insight into Watch Over Me. We've placed down the link towards the website
Yep.
on the descriptions. So you can go and check it out if you want. Now, we're going to be right back after the break. See you in a minute.
See you in a while.
See you.
Welcome back. Now, I want to go back to a question that Dr. La asked earlier on. Let me reframe it in a easier to understand way, right? In case we misunderstand that question, right? So I'm a digital marketer, right? And I'm very thankful that I have skills in creating media, like recording, like making videos like that.
Copywriting as
Copywriting, and maybe some designing, so I can come up with ads and all that. Now, when we relate that to you, would you say that you appreciate that being a data scientist, you appreciate that you have the skills of a web developer?
Yes.
And what kind of parts that you are most appreciative of? Like you are so thankful that you have that skill that it help you in your journey as a data scientist.
It really helps me to understand the end-to-end point of how can I deliver from the raw data itself, and then how can I deliver the solutions to the productions of
Okay, we
life.
take this opportunity to test Ruben, right?
Okay.
What are the things that I always talk about? The framework, the data science framework.
Right.
Yeah. Which one?
Awesome framework.
Awesome framework.
Yes, that's what. Then having a technical skills very help
I
me
see.
to grow faster.
Would you advise most data scientists to pick up web development skills then?
Obviously, yes. I won't say you have to be very good in web development. At least you know how
It works.
it works and then how the
Understand it.
awesome frameworks.
Yeah, I think Ruben can definitely relate to that because you as a digital marketer, you always also you feel glad that you managed to pick up some of the web development skills,
Correct.
Yeah, like even when you want to customize WordPress, HTML, CSS, those web development, it's not just about the skill itself, but everything is on web now, and then sooner
Right.
everything is on the cloud. I think am I right to say that it's a similar sentiments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it comes to when we do digital marketing, right?
Yes.
There are some parts in digital marketing you put in a script, you need to do a bit of CSS, and I mean I don't understand the whole full stack of web development, but I know enough to get by with digital marketing. So I think that's the same as well for data science and also web development.
Okay.
Right? Now, so a lot of people be asking us about data science, what you learn, which kind of programs to learn, what kind of skills to learn. But what's one thing that a lot of people missed out when it comes to data science? What do you think that is?
Data engineering. So
Okay.
like cleaning the data, preparing the data. I think most of the people they don't first they don't know how to get the data,
Okay.
and then they don't know how to clean the data. And then another thing is they don't know what kind of data they need to keep track. So
Okay.
these are I think this will be the main three things that we have talked to a lot of like startup companies they're having this kind of problems, like don't know what kind of data they
At
need.
least startup companies, they are aware that they need data engineers. If
Yes.
you talk to MNC and bigger corporates, they were like, do we really need data engineers? Don't we have DBA or our, they will assume that someone else will take up the job. But actually, I think the engineering process or the cycle itself is pretty crucial. But like Edmund said, a lot of people has been missing it out.
Yes.
Yeah. But what do you feel like when a company or the corporation that does not have data engineering as part of the process? Because when we talk about awesome, right, we consider that a bit of the infra or the DevOps job. So if they don't really do proper data engineering, what will happen? What's the impact?
I will say that the business or the entrepreneur, he or she himself will be facing a lot of uncertainty.
Okay.
If the data itself is didn't get clean, and then the data analyst obviously they can't generate a very accurate reports or dashboards for
Meaning
them.
that they still get results, but they don't have 100% confidence. They cannot trust them fully.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of like they don't understand the business fully,
Yep.
and then not very in depth.
Yeah, I think that eventually will cause unknown loss lah, meaning that you don't know what you left out on the table,
Yes.
whether something is coincidental or incidental, for example, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now since we're on the engineering topic, let's get a bit serious, okay?
Okay.
Now, Edmund, very serious question.
Okay.
Ready for that? Will AI take over the world?
I wouldn't say AI will really take over.
But
the
everybody has
world.
been telling us the same thing, right? I got this question all the time, but I'm not going to pass it to you.
Yeah, AI will be part of the world, but I
Okay.
wouldn't say that it will take over the world because it's AI is trained by humans,
Okay.
right? And then all the data it is prepared by human. And then we also know that some of the big companies they are doing like AI, then they can talk a lot with them.
Yeah,
then
chatbot,
chatbot.
driverless car.
Yeah.
That thing scares people. Like you go into a shopping mall, supermarket, there's no counters, no
Yes,
cashier, that sort of
but
stuff.
it's somehow whether we can adopt on this kind of new tech stuff and then how it really affect us on. Plus, most of the stuff that we are using like AI is just to automate some of the things and then.
So you're saying like, but okay, I know lah. Most of them are machine learnings, right?
Yes.
We all know that. But what sort of machine learnings that we need to know in order to be not so scared about AI, for example?
At least you have to at least understand what is the algorithms of machine learning works and how it works.
How it works, right?
How it works. Then only I will say that after you know how the algorithm works or how do you calculate on this kind of mathematics stuff, then I think you wouldn't be very I would say you wouldn't freak out.
Okay. No,
AI
I'm not freaked out, but every time when people ask that, Ruben seems like, oh no, it's AI is going to replace our jobs. Not that he is freaked out, but the media has been portrayed in such a way. Like, okay, but now whoever you are watching the programs, watching Data Crunch episode now, you hear from me and you hear from Edmund, right? Both of us are data scientists and also machine learning engineer and practitioner. Okay, now before we end this episode, right? Now that we feel more relaxed, so go back to the reality. What would be your advice to our audience here that who really want to step a foot inside data science, who want to, not to say you want to become a data scientist straight away, eventually you want to become a data scientist, or how do they begin their data science career journey?
I would suggest.
Of course. Okay, first thing first, attend our class, right? Attend our DS360 course. But apart from that,
Okay. I would say that don't be panic lah. Okay.
Okay.
Then the first thing is maybe you can join in Kaggle
okay.
because there's a lot of like free data set and then a lot of kernels documentation is well written over there. Just pick one completion in one event or data set that you are interested, and then start reading on those documentations or solutions that provided by the public, the community itself. Then understand how that works and then why they do this kind of analysis and then how they approach or target this kind of tackle this kind of problems.
Yeah, I think a lot of our students before they came for our classes is that they know Kaggle exists, right? But they sort of go through very broadly. I think they touch a bit on this topic, touch a bit on that topic, and
Yes.
they look at topics that are interesting. But then that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of feeling. Yeah.
So I would suggest that pick one, and then focus on that.
Okay, go deep on that.
Go deep on that.
Okay, any
Then,
others?
Try to build a portfolio.
Okay.
Maybe not. I wouldn't say that you have to set up your own websites, but writing articles
Writing
and
blogs.
then writing blogs. Because writing blogs doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a
Ruben
free-
has been telling.
It's free, right?
Ruben has been telling me that too. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
free to write and then share.
Try to
share
write,
with you.
share with the people, and then you can just drive a lot of traffic through social medias.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the idea is to get noticed
Yes, to get noticed and then
by corporates, by
corporates.
people who see value in what you do.
Yeah, so what you can do maybe is you can do a simple reports and then just share out the links to let people see on what you have done.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope that helped you if you are looking to become a data scientist or to put in a career or put in a foot into the career of being a data scientist, right? So any last things to say before we go, guys?
That's not from Edmund. Yeah. Well, I usually give our audience a bit of the actionable insights, actionable
Small
tips.
little tip.
Small little tip.
Small tip. Start easy.
Start easy.
Take the first step. Pick up a programming language, and then you will know what to do for the next few steps.
Okay.
Just so that the idea is to just get started.
Yeah, just first step is always the hardest.
Right. Thanks, Edmund.
That sounds like Gary Vee. Yeah?
So remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, or like us on Facebook. Follow all the content on Facebook. And if any questions again, you can always visit www.thelead.io and let us know. We hope to see you in the next series again. Thanks for watching.